Welcome to Heaven Backed, where faith meets motivation and every struggle becomes a step towards strength. Chosen one. You were told to watch alone for a reason. Chosen one, stop everything. Right now, stop scrolling, stop the multitasking, stop splitting your attention between this and anything else. Before you take another breath, pause for a moment and let your heart listen, not just with your ears, but with the quiet, waiting part of your soul. There is a stirring tonight, a whisper in the stillness of 3:34 am that says your life is about to change forever. You have walked through nights of doubt, hours of unanswered prayers, seasons that seemed endless, and moments when your heart screamed, "Why me? Why now?" Yet here you are, still standing, still faithful, still believing. This message is for the one who has felt invisible, overlooked and forgotten by the world, yet never by God. It is for the one who has stayed awake praying, wondering if anyone in heaven is listening. It is for the one who has endured betrayal, disappointment and silence, but has refused to compromise their faith, their integrity, their heart. Tonight, the test is over. The fire has done its work, and a golden throne, crafted by the hand of God Himself, is being prepared just for you. Your journey has not been random. Your trials were not wasted. Every tear you cried in the darkness, every sigh of longing, every prayer whispered in desperation, they were all noticed. Every moment has been a thread in the tapestry of your triumph. Isaiah 61 declares, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." That light is rising now, and it has your name written all over it. You may feel tired. You may feel unworthy. You may wonder if you are ready, but know this: God has been shaping you in ways no one else could see. He has been preparing your heart, refining your character, and orchestrating every detail of your destiny. Your throne is not just a seat of honor. It is a symbol of perseverance, faithfulness, and divine purpose. The night has been long, the struggle real, and the waiting necessary. And now, your moment has arrived. So breathe deeply, chosen one. Open your heart. The test is over. Heaven is moving, and the glory that has been promised, prepared and reserved for you is ready to unfold. Tonight, you are not just a survivor of trials. You are a victor, a testimony, and the fulfillment of a divine plan that has been unfolding since the beginning of your story. There are moments in life when the night feels endless, when the clock strikes an hour so quiet, so solitary, that only the whispers of your soul and the echoes of heaven seem to fill the room. It is 3:34 a.m. The world sleeps, yet something inside you stirs. Your heart, though tired, still beats with expectation. You have prayed, pleaded, and sometimes even doubted. But tonight, the veil is thin, and heaven bends low to meet you. Your test is over. Your trial is finished. And though your eyes are weary, your spirit has been awake, listening, waiting, and believing. For the Lord says in Isaiah 61:3, to give them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. Your mourning is ending, your moment of heaviness is lifting, and a golden throne, prepared in the heavens, awaits the one He has chosen. Some of you reading this have felt like life has been a series of doors closing, opportunities lost, dreams deferred. You questioned, "Why me, Lord? Why must I walk through the valley alone? Why must I endure this trial while others seem to prosper effortlessly?" Yet in those moments, God was not absent. He was working quietly, meticulously, unseen by human eyes, refining your heart, testing your patience, polishing your faith. James 1:12 reminds us, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because, having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love Him." Every tear you shed, every sleepless night, Every prayer whispered in desperation was a thread in the tapestry of your triumph. You have been tested not to break you, but to prepare you. There is a difference between a trial that crushes and a trial that cultivates. A trial that cultivates produces resilience, clarity, and a divine understanding that can only be born in fire. Your test has been the forger's fire, refining your character, strengthening your resolve, and awakening a power within you that you may not have known existed. Just as gold is purified in the flames, your life has been purified in the trials of patience, in the valleys of waiting, and in the lonely corridors of faith. And now, at this very hour, 3:34 a.m., heaven leans close, angels move in silence. The realms of the unseen stir. A preparation has been made for you, not because of your perfection, but because of your perseverance, because of the integrity you have maintained when no one was watching, because of the faith you held when doubt whispered in your ear, because of the love you chose when bitterness beckoned. Revelation 3:21 declares, "To the one who is victorious, I will give the right to sit with me on my throne, just as I was victorious and sat down with my Father on his throne." Victory is not just an event, it is a lifestyle of faithfulness under fire, and your victory has arrived. Think about the nights when you wondered if God had forgotten you. Remember the prayers repeated in exhaustion, the hands lifted in desperation, the knees pressed against cold floors, begging for a breakthrough that seemed impossible. Those nights were sacred. They were the rehearsals for the glory that is now being prepared. Your persistence was not unnoticed. The tears were not wasted. Every sigh, every lament, every trembling plea has been recorded in the heavens, and now the angels are arranging a celebration in your honor. Luke 12:37 says, "Blessed are those servants whom the master finds awake when he comes." You have been awake. You have stayed faithful. You have endured. And now the reward is being unveiled. There is a human part of you that may still feel hesitant, even in the midst of this revelation. That is natural. You have been scarred by setbacks, by betrayals, by unmet expectations. But remember, scars are not symbols of weakness. They are symbols of survival, of strength, and of divine purpose. God does not waste pain. He uses it to shape perspective. He uses it to cultivate empathy. He uses it to produce leaders of destiny. And your scarred heart has not been abandoned. It has been consecrated. Psalm 3:4-18 assures us, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Your broken places are the very altar upon which your throne is being prepared. Let me remind you of something crucial. God's timing is not human timing. It never has been. While you were impatient, He was intentional. While you felt abandoned, He was aligning everything. While you wrestled with doubt, He was orchestrating destiny. Your throne was never meant to arrive according to your schedule. It was meant to arrive fully, gloriously, perfectly, in alignment with heaven's plan. Ecclesiastes 3:1 reminds us there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. Your season of testing was never a punishment, it was a preparation. And now the time of your triumph is here. I want you to feel this. Right now, heaven itself is adjusting in anticipation of your elevation. The angels are not rushing, but they are intentional.
They are arranging honor, glory, and favor for the one who has been faithful.
Imagine a throne gilded in light, radiant beyond comprehension, reserved not for your comfort, but for your call, your purpose, your destiny. The crown that awaits you is not superficial. It is a symbol of your endurance, your unwavering faith, and your readiness to rule in the authority God has entrusted to you. Daniel 7:22 says, "The sovereignty, power, and greatness of all kingdoms under heaven will be handed over to the saints of the Most High." That is you. That is your inheritance. that is your moment. You may ask, why 3:34 a.m.? Why the middle of the night? Because the night has always been the canvas of God's miracles. The darkness is where faith is tested and proven. The night is where revelation rises, where prayers ascend, and where destiny is whispered. Your breakthrough has come in the sacred hours when heaven moves quietly, unnoticed by the world, but profoundly seen by the Creator. The same God who parted seas, raised the dead, and fulfilled covenants long thought impossible, is now opening doors that you did not even know existed. Your throne is not the result of luck, it is the result of divine strategy. Let's talk about human struggle for a moment. You know the weariness that comes from fighting battles alone, the emotional exhaustion of climbing mountains while your friends take easier paths, the silent question, am I enough? Listen closely. Your enough was never determined by circumstances, approval, or validation. Your enough was determined by God, and He has been the ultimate witness to your journey. He has seen your loyalty, your integrity, your sacrifices. Every step you took, though sometimes painful, was leading you here. Every no you accepted, every temptation you resisted, every compromise you avoided was making your throne ready for you. Now, at this 3:34 a.m. moment, heaven is setting the stage. The test is over, but the testimony is beginning. Your story is about to shift from the narrative of struggle to a narrative of glory. You are about to step from the shadows of uncertainty into the brilliance of your calling. Psalm 75:6-7 says, "For promotion comes neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but God is the judge. He puts down one and exalts another." Your exaltation is not by chance, it is by divine decree, and it has been waiting for this exact moment to manifest. There is a profound human truth in all of this. Before you can sit on the throne, you must understand the weight of authority. Before you can receive honor, you must understand humility. Before you can enjoy victory, you must understand struggle. The tests you endured were not just obstacles, they were lessons in leadership, patience, faith, and discernment. You have been taught how to rule in life with grace, how to love with integrity, how to speak with wisdom, and how to walk in courage. These are not qualities given lightly. They are forged through trial. They are cultivated in perseverance. And now they are yours, ready to guide you as you ascend to the position God has prepared. The human heart cannot underestimate the emotional intensity. This moment. You may feel disbelief, awe, relief, joy, and fear all at once. That is normal. That is human. And yet, God says to you now, "Do not fear, for I have been with you. Do not doubt, for I have not forsaken you. Do not hesitate, for your throne awaits." Every breath you take, every beat of your heart, is in alignment with a promise long held in heaven. Your destiny, carefully guarded through seasons of waiting and testing, is now within reach. Your relationships, your finances, your purpose, your ministry, your calling, they are all converging at this precise divine hour. Matthew 6:33 reminds us, "But seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." Your focus on faith, integrity, and obedience has summoned a season of fulfillment that is far greater than you imagined. The throne is golden because the preparation was priceless. It shines because it has endured the fire. It waits because patience has cultivated readiness. And it is yours because you were faithful when it was hardest. Some of you may still be asking, how will I recognize it? How will I know when the test is truly over? Listen closely. You will recognize it by the peace that floods your spirit, by the clarity that aligns your decisions, by the joy that defies circumstances, and by the presence of God that saturates your life. When the test is over, the heart knows, the mind understands, the soul responds, and the angels rejoice. Luke 10:20 reminds us, "Rejoice that your names are written in heaven." You have endured, and your name is etched in the records of eternity, awaiting the fullness of your reward. The test is over. The midnight has witnessed your faithfulness. Heaven has prepared your golden throne. Every moment of struggle, every shadow of doubt, every trial you endured has been a step toward this exaltation. And as you prepare to rise, remember that you are not just being honored, you are being equipped with wisdom, courage, compassion, and vision to rule and serve as the one God has chosen. This is the moment when the human and the divine intersect, when perseverance meets promise, when tears are transformed into triumph, and yet there is more to feel, to understand, and to embrace. The throne is not just about glory, it is about responsibility, about stewardship, about influence rooted in righteousness. It is about carrying the weight of what God has entrusted to you without arrogance, but with humility. It is about leading in love, judging with justice, and walking in integrity. The test prepared you not only to receive honor, but to wield it wisely. Proverbs 16:31 says, "Gray hair is a crown of splendor. It is attained in the way of righteousness." Your crown is now being revealed, not because of superficial success, but because of a life refined by trials, guided by faith, and sustained by God's love. Your golden throne is not just a seat of honor, it is a platform for purpose. It is not meant for idleness, but for action, influence, and stewardship. God has prepared this throne for the one who has proven faithful, resilient, and unwavering. Every trial you have faced, every disappointment you endured, every prayer you whispered into the night has been a rehearsal for this very moment. 2 Corinthians 4:17 reminds us, "For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all." What felt heavy, exhausting, and overwhelming was always temporary. What is about to be revealed is eternal. Think for a moment about the nights when despair whispered in your ear, tempting you to quit, to walk away, to compromise your faith for comfort. God was there, unseen but unshakable. He was whispering courage into your soul. He was planting seeds of strength that only this season could grow. Your endurance has become a testimony, your perseverance a weapon, your faith an example. And now, the preparation is complete. The test has ended. Your throne is golden because your spirit has been tried and proven genuine. There is a human aspect to this divine moment that is profound. You may feel doubt even now, thinking, "Am I really ready? Am I worthy? Did I do enough?" Listen to me. Worthiness is not determined by human perfection. It is determined by faithfulness. Faithfulness in small things. Faithfulness in the unseen. Faithfulness when no one applauds. Luke 16:10 declares, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much." You have been faithful in the small moments, the hidden struggles, the secret prayers, and that faithfulness has prepared you for much more than you can imagine. Your test was never meant to shame you. It was never meant to break your spirit. It was meant to reveal your strength, to uncover your purpose, to clarify your calling. God is meticulous. He does not reward haste. He does not promote the unrefined. Your golden throne has been prepared with patience because the King of Kings works with precision. Every delay you experienced, every closed door, every not yet was a step in divine choreography designed to align you perfectly with your destiny. Think about the emotions you have felt: loneliness, longing, fatigue, hope, doubt, and anticipation. Each one has played a role in your preparation. The night prayers taught you humility. The unanswered questions taught you patience. The disappointments taught you discernment. And the faith that endured it all has cultivated an inner strength that no fleeting success could ever produce. Your throne awaits the one who has learned that human strength is limited, but divine strength is limitless. Isaiah 40:31 reminds us, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." You are soaring now. You are rising. Your moment is here. And let me speak to the heart that has been quietly crying in the night. Heaven has not overlooked your tears. Every sorrow, every frustration, every silent struggle has been registered in the courts of eternity. Psalm 56:8 says, "You keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book." Those tears were not wasted. They were refinement, preparation, and proof of a heart committed to God even when hope seemed dim. Your golden throne is not simply a reward. It is a culmination of a life that refused to compromise in the face of trials. There is a human vulnerability in receiving divine elevation. You may tremble with anticipation, unsure if your spirit is prepared for the weight of glory. But let me tell you this, the weight of glory is never greater than the one who has prepared it for you. Your throne was designed not only to honor you, but to reflect God's purpose through you. It is a symbol that He trusts you with authority, that He believes in your integrity, and that He sees the fullness of what you can become. You have been tried in fire, polished by patience, and now you are ready to reign in influence, in faith, and in love. Your test is over, but remember this, the ending of a trial is also the beginning of a testimony. What you once feared as a season of delay is now a season of distinction. You are not simply stepping into honor, you are stepping into a narrative that will inspire others, that will testify of God's faithfulness, and that will demonstrate the power of perseverance. Revelation 2:10 reminds us, "Be faithful, even to the point of death, and I will give you the crown of life." Your crown is being revealed now, not as a token, but as a testimony of your faithfulness under pressure. There is a human intimacy to this moment that must be felt. You are not alone in this elevation. The angels rejoice over your faithfulness. Heaven itself conspires to honor the one who has remained steadfast. Luke 15:7 says, "I tell you that in the same way there will be more rejoicing in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 righteous persons who do not need to repent." If heaven rejoices over one step toward obedience, how much more does it rejoice over a life that has endured trial after trial, prayer after prayer, and moment after moment of faithfulness? Consider the lessons that the test has taught you. You have learned patience, true God-given patience that waits for timing, not circumstances. You have learned resilience, a resilience that does not crumble under pressure, but grows stronger. You have learned discernment, a wisdom to distinguish between fleeting temptation and divine opportunity. You have learned humility, an awareness that glory is never about self, but always about the reflection of God's power. And these lessons are your inheritance as much as the throne itself. They are the crown jewels of preparation, shining even before the throne is seated. Your heart may also wrestle with emotions that are deeply human. You may feel unworthy. You may fear the responsibility that comes with honor. You may doubt your ability to handle the authority that awaits. But take heart. God does not call the equipped. He equips the called. He does not ask for perfection. He requires faithfulness. He does not demand the absence of fear. He promises His presence in every step. Joshua 1:9 says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Your throne is golden not because of your perfection, but because of God's faithfulness and your obedience. Think of the throne as both honor and responsibility. It is a reflection of what you have endured and a stage for what you will accomplish. You have been tested in heart, mind, and spirit. You have been challenged in patience, in humility, and in faith. And now, that preparation is complete. Your golden throne is more than a seat. It is a declaration that God's timing is perfect, that His faithfulness endures, and that the one who perseveres will see the reward of all their labor. Psalm 18:35 reminds us, "You have given me your shield of victory, and your right hand sustains me. Your help has made me great. You are sustained. You are shielded. You are ready." Some of you may still feel the quiet echo of doubt lingering in your soul, whispering questions like, "What if I fail now?" Or "What if I'm not ready?" But the truth is this: readiness is not absence of fear. It is obedience despite fear. Faith is not certainty.
It is trust when the path is unclear.
And your faith has been proven in ways that words cannot fully capture. God sees your endurance. He honors your perseverance, and heaven itself is preparing the golden throne for your elevation. There is a sacredness to this hour, 3:34 a.m., a time when the world is silent and the unseen realms are most attentive. This is the hour when God often moves in ways that human eyes cannot detect. It is the hour of preparation, of orchestration, of alignment. And tonight your alignment is complete. Your test has ended. The darkness that once felt heavy now serves as the backdrop for divine light. Isaiah 61 commands, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." You are rising now. The throne awaits, and so does the manifestation of what God has long promised. Think back to the moments when your faith was stretched beyond comfort, when your hope was tested with every tick of the clock. Perhaps it was a financial struggle that seemed insurmountable, or a relationship that tested your patience, or a dream that felt just beyond reach. You have walked through shadows that seemed endless. Yet, like Joseph in Genesis 41, who endured years in prison before his destiny was revealed, your period of preparation was essential. The very skills, resilience, and character you developed in the waiting are the keys to unlocking the glory now assigned to you. Consider the human toll of testing, the nights when tears fell silently, when your heart ached for confirmation, when the world around you seemed to move forward while you felt frozen in place. Yet, God does not waste sorrow. He does not disregard patience. Psalm 35 reminds us, "Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning." That morning is breaking for you now. Your night of trial is ending. Your throne is being revealed. Your reward is being activated. Your trial was also a lesson in obedience. There were times when you wanted to take shortcuts, when your human nature tempted you to compromise your principles for ease, comfort, or temporary relief. But you resisted. You held fast to what was right. You obeyed when it was hard, when it felt inconvenient, when it was lonely. That obedience has not gone unnoticed. 1 Samuel 15:22 tells us, "To obey is better than sacrifice, and to heed is better than the fat of rams." Your sacrifices, your endurance, your loyalty to God's will, these are the very foundations upon which your throne has been prepared. Now, imagine the angels moving in silent coordination, arranging honor and preparation for your ascension. Heaven itself is bending low to align circumstances, relationships, opportunities, and breakthroughs in a pattern only God can see. Your trials have been a testing ground for the authority you are about to receive. Daniel 2:21 reminds us, "He changes times and seasons. He deposes kings and raises up others." Tonight, a new season is being raised up over your life. Your throne is not by chance, it is by decree. There is a huma, and humility required for this moment. You may feel unworthy. You may question whether you have earned it. Let me tell you, the throne was never about your earning. It is about your faithfulness. It is about trusting the process, walking through the fire, and standing firm when circumstances screamed otherwise. Psalm 18:35 says, "You have given me your shield of victory, and your right hand sustains me. Your help has made me great." God's hand has sustained you. His help has molded you. His glory now crowns you. And as you approach this divine moment, understand the significance of purpose intertwined with elevation. Your throne is not simply a place of comfort. It is a platform for impact. It is a seat of responsibility, stewardship, and influence. God is calling you not just to sit, but to lead with integrity, wisdom, and love. You are now equipped to make decisions that honor heaven, to impact lives that will look to you for guidance, and to shine in ways that reveal God's faithfulness to the world. 1 Peter 4:10 reminds us, "Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms." Your throne is the platform from which your gifts will now serve the kingdom. Think of the human emotions coursing through you, the awe, the gratitude, the relief, the reverence, the trembling excitement. These are not accidents. They are the natural response of a heart that has walked through testing, endured the silence, and witnessed the faithfulness of God firsthand. These emotions are your confirmation. They are your proof that the test is complete, that the trial has done its work, and that the reward is real. Matthew W2:5-21 says, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Enter into the joy of your master." Your joy is about to be revealed. There is also a deeply human understanding in this elevation. It is not for self-glory. The throne is a reflection of God's power, not your own. It is not about pride, but about purpose. It is about manifesting divine authority through humility, demonstrating leadership through service, and exemplifying righteousness through obedience. Your test has prepared you to carry this weight gracefully, to lead with discernment, and to honor God in every action you take. Proverbs 16:31 reminds us, "Gray hair is a crown of glory. It is found in the way of righteousness." Your crown is rooted in righteousness, not human applause. Your test has also prepared you emotionally. You have learned to walk with patience, to endure disappointment without bitterness, to persevere through delay without despair. You have cultivated a heart that rejoices in hope, is strengthened by faith, and anchored in trust. Romans 5:3-4 reminds us, "Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope." Your character has been formed, your hope has been fortified, and your throne is now the natural culmination of all that God has been building within you. And now, at this sacred hour, the world may remain asleep, but heaven is wide awake. Your throne is not a distant dream, it is imminent reality. Your faithfulness is being rewarded, your obedience is being honored, your perseverance is being celebrated. Angels are already arranging the welcome for your moment of elevation. And while you may still feel the humility of unworthiness, the truth is this: God sees your heart. He knows your journey. He knows every tear, every prayer, every struggle. And now, He is ready to reveal the glory that has long been prepared. There is a human story interwoven with this divine moment. The pain you endured was real. The waiting was real. The doubts, the fears, the sleepless nights, they were all real. Yet through it all, you remained steadfast. That steadfastness is the very quality that distinguishes the chosen from the casual, the faithful from the fickle, and the victorious from the defeated. Revelation 3:21 reminds us again, "To the one who is victorious, I will give the right to sit with me on my throne, just as I was victorious and sat down with my Father on his throne." You are victorious. Your throne is ready. The test was not easy, nor was it meant to be. It was designed to stretch your faith, deepen your trust, and refine your spirit. It was designed to prepare you to rule with grace, wisdom, and humility. Your golden throne is a reflection of a life that has persevered when it mattered most. It is proof that God's timing is perfect, His faithfulness unshakable, and His reward for endurance unmatched. Psalm 112:1 says, "Blessed is the one who fears the Lord, who finds great delight in His commands." That blessing is now manifesting in your elevation. And as you sit at the edge of this breakthrough, consider the responsibility that accompanies it. Your golden throne is not merely a seat of honor. It is a platform of stewardship, a call to influence, and a mandate to lead with integrity. Every decision you make, every word you speak, every action you take from this position will echo in eternity. Your test has prepared you to carry this weight with wisdom. Your trial has refined your judgment. Your faith has anchored your heart. And your throne is ready for the one who has been molded in the fire of perseverance. There is a sacred silence at this hour, one that the world cannot hear but your spirit recognizes. At 3:34 a.m., heaven stirs in ways that are beyond human comprehension. Angels move in formation, arranging every detail that leads to your elevation. Your test is over, but the weight of what you endured has produced a power, a clarity, and a readiness within you that is unmatched. You may feel the calm before the storm of glory, but know this: the storm is not destruction, it is revelation. It is the unveiling of all God has been preparing in secret, now coming into the light. Psalm 33:10-11 says, "The Lord foils the plans of the nations, He thwarts the purposes of the peoples. But the plans of the Lord stand firm forever, the purposes of His heart through all generations." Your elevation is part of those unshakable plans. Think of the moments when hope seemed faint, when the human heart wanted to surrender, when your eyes filled with tears in the darkness. Those moments were not signs of failure, they were the building blocks of endurance. Romans 8:28 reminds us, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Every moment of struggle was purposeful, every tear intentional, every night of solitude a rehearsal for the throne that awaits. The test has ended, but the essence of endurance, patience, and trust remain alive in your spirit. Now, imagine the joy that courses through heaven itself as it prepares your golden throne. The angels are not idle. They are celebrating your faithfulness. The heavens themselves are illuminated by the anticipation of your exaltation. There is a human part of you that may still wonder if it is real, if it will last, if you are ready. But the truth is that readiness is forged through perseverance, and your perseverance has proven your readiness. Psalm 75:6-7 says, "For promotion comes neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But God is the judge. He puts down one and exalts another." You are being exalted because your trial has prepared you, because your faithfulness has qualified you, and because your heart has remained true when it mattered most. Consider the human lessons embedded in your test. You have been taught humility in the face of adversity, patience in the season of waiting, wisdom in the time of decision, and resilience in the hour of trial. Every step of the journey has been a crucible, refining your spirit, fortifying your character, and shaping you for divine authority. Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." Your path has been straightened by obedience, patience, and unwavering trust. And now, at this quiet hour, your reward begins to manifest. Your golden throne is not just a symbol of honor. It is the platform from which your destiny will be realized. It is a seat of purpose, not of vanity. It is a place of influence, not in title, meant. It is the culmination of a journey marked by faith, sacrifice, and perseverance. You have been faithful when it was easy to quit. You have held fast when the night was long. You have trusted when circumstances seemed uncertain, and now your faithfulness is being rewarded. Let us pause for the human reflection, the tears you have cried, the prayers you have whispered, the fears you have battled. They were never wasted. Psalm 56:8 says, "You keep track of all my sorrows. You have collected all my tears in your bottle. You have recorded each one in your book." God has preserved every moment of struggle and every expression of hope. And tonight, the fullness of that preservation is being unveiled. Your throne has been prepared, your destiny secured, and your reward activated. The human heart often struggles with trust at the moment of elevation. You may feel unworthy, uncertain, or anxious. These emotions are natural, but they are not indicators of incapacity. They are proof of your humanity. God does not call the perfect, He calls the faithful. He does not require the absence of fear. He provides the courage to act despite fear. Joshua 1:9 reminds us, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Your throne is not a test of your perfection. It is a testament to your perseverance, your faithfulness, and God's unerring provision. Now, consider the practical implications of this divine elevation. Your golden throne is not for self-glorification. It is for stewardship. It is a call to influence, a mandate to lead with wisdom, a responsibility to impact lives with integrity. Thank you everything you have learned through trials. The patience, discernment, humility, and perseverance is now the foundation upon which you will exercise authority. 1 Peter 4:10 says, "Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms." Your throne is not simply about honor. It is about service. It is about using your faithfulness, your lessons, and your spiritual growth to bless others, to guide others, and to manifest God's glory on the earth. There is also a profound emotional depth to this moment. You may feel awe, relief, joy, and even disbelief all at once. This is the natural human response to witnessing the culmination of a season of struggle and perseverance. Let that awe settle into your spirit. Let that relief wash over your soul. Let that joy flood your heart, and let the disbelief serve as a reminder that God's ways are higher than human ways, and His timing is perfect beyond understanding. Isaiah 55:8-9 reminds us, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." What feels impossible, what seems untimely, what appears unfair, it is all part of a plan that is perfect, just, and divinely orchestrated. You are now entering a season where your spiritual insight will deepen, your discernment will sharpen, your ability to lead with compassion and integrity will become evident. Your testimony will inspire those who are still in their trials. The throne is not just about your elevation, it is about your impact. Matthew 5:16 reminds us, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Your victory is not just for you, it is for the kingdom, for the glory of God, and for those whose lives will be touched by your faithfulness. And while the world sleeps, the realm of heaven celebrates. Angels rejoice. The courts of heaven prepare for your coronation. Every prayer, every act of obedience, every season of struggle is being rewarded. Luke 12:37 says, "Blessed are those servants whom the master finds awake when he comes." You have been awake, you have persevered, you have remained faithful, and tonight, heaven moves on your behalf. There is a human vulnerability even in triumph. You may question whether you can bear the responsibility, whether you are equipped for the honor, whether your heart is ready for the call. But take heart, God equips the called. He strengthens the faithful. He guides the obedient. And your throne is being prepared not for your perfection, but for your readiness. Your heart has been forged in fire, your spirit refined in patience, and your faith proven through trials. Psalm 18:32 says, "It is God who arms me with strength and keeps my way secure." Your strength is not your own. It is the empowerment of the Almighty. And now, chosen one, let this truth settle deep within your soul. The test is over, the night has ended, and your golden throne awaits. Every tear, every sleepless hour, every whispered prayer has been collected, treasured, and transformed into a testimony of triumph. You are not being honored for your perfection, but for your perseverance. You are not being elevated because of chance, but because of divine purpose. Heaven has prepared this throne for you, not as a fleeting reward, but as a platform for your destiny, a reflection of God's faithfulness, and a stage from which your light will illuminate the world. Rise with confidence, for your time has come. Walk forward in humility, for the throne is a call to stewardship, not just glory. Carry your honor with integrity, lead with compassion, and let every action reflect the God who has sustained you through fire, darkness, and waiting. Psalm 26:7 says, "Now I know that the Lord saves his anointed. He answers him from his holy heaven with the saving power of his right hand." Your throne is the answer to all the prayers that never seem to arrive, the fulfillment of all the promises that were whispered in secret, and the testimony of a God who is faithful beyond measure. Rejoice, chosen one, for your test has ended. Rejoice, for your trial has produced triumph. Rejoice, for your golden throne is not just a seat of honor, it is a reflection of your journey, a manifestation of God's promise, and a herald of the destiny he has long prepared for you. Step into it boldly, walk in it confidently, and serve from it faithfully, for the one who called you, strengthened you, and preserved you now crowns you with glory, favor, and purpose. Your moment is here, your time is now, and heaven itself celebrates your victory.